Well, hey there everyone, Aaron here. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're going to be doing a field test on the ShadowTech Hiker. That's what we got here, buoy design. ShadowTech is a newer company to the knife world. They've been around for I think 4 or 5 years here in 2014. But they are known for making combat and survival style 1095 blades for the most part. And this Hiker is one of their smaller neck knife designs, designed to be a companion with either bigger blades, hatchets, or other, just other knives, or just carry on light hikes. Very nice design, U.S. made, Kydex sheath, paracord wrapped handles, full tang, 1095. So let's go ahead, get out there, we'll start using it, give you some of the basic specs, and introduce you to the ShadowTech company that I think we're going to see more of here on Gideon's Tactical.
Okay, let's talk about a few of the basic specs here on the ShadowTech Hiker. What you have is an overall length of 6 inches from the tip to the tip. What you have is from the guard right here of 3 inches, and then from here to here is 3 inches, so evenly balanced. What you have is an actual cutting edge of 2.75 inches. That's a good cutting edge for this type of knife, this size. This is their buoy clip design. It's a very wide, unsharpened swedge up here. I guess if you really wanted to, you could try and resharpen that and sharpen this upper part to make it a clip point sharpening. That right now it's just the buoy clip, but it's nice and thick for some batoning that we'll see here in a moment. Huge sweep up, but still got a really good tip here for piercing and stabbing. Not too delicate, but not too fine either. Very good overall design, 3/16 of an inch thick. You got the paracord handle wrap, 1095 high carbon steel with a Rockwell of 57 to 58 with an in-house heat treat that they do over there at ShadowTech. Good jimping along there. Kydex sheath that we'll look at here in a moment. And it weighs in at 3.3 ounces, and I believe that is just the knife, and then you're looking at 4 ounces total carry weight with the Kydex sheath. And then it has either a modified saber grind or it is a hollow grind. I really can't quite tell with this overall design, but it's either a saber grind, very high saber grind, or it's a hollow grind. And if it's hollow, it's a very shallow wave. You know, that makes it a hollow grind. It's very shallow and not, really deep in there. So it's very easy to sharpen. It almost looks like a saber grind to me. But either way, those are some of the basic specs and feel of the ShadowTech Hiker. Okay, we got some 550 cord here, and that Hiker can go through it real easy. We'll get another run here. Okay, here we go again. Yep, nice and smooth. That 20-degree grind angle. That nice amount of belly helps it to slide right through there as well. Do it one more time. Here we go. Boom, slides through really nice and fast. So paracord, man-made materials, your Hiker is going to slice through it real fast, real easy with that nice sweep up and that nice edge. A branch here. I'm going to be doing a tent pole. Haven't done one of those on film for you guys in a little while. So I'm just kind of doing that X cut. Going one way. Then I'm going to go the other. This Hiker. And the ergonomics while I'm doing this are good. This is one of the best ways to test out ergonomics on a knife. Feels very comfortable in my hand, even with my gloves on, and that's taking up even more space on the handle. So I'm really glad that it's going to do a good job with that type of work. And we just start doing some thumb cuts here to make that notch for my snare wire or paracord or whatever I'd be running through this. Just kind of notching it. Cutting in really well. The coating's holding up really well. Also, it's not a crappy coating. It's definitely a baked on or sprayed on, I'm not sure, but it's definitely holding up very well underneath all the abuse I'm putting it through. The thick spine makes it easy for me to do these push cuts as well for this tent peg. Very easy for me to do that type of work because of how thick the spine is. You can see there it's definitely getting my notch done for me. I think that's pretty good. Don't really want to go too much deeper and start to weaken the blade, or excuse me, weaken the peg. Then we're going to go ahead and we'll carve the spike here. Look how fast that thing just slides right through there. Good jimping. Again, give me good traction with my leather gloves. Really removes the material with that nice sweep up on that clip point. We can easily get this other end carved out for that stake or tent peg. Well guys, there you have it. Got that nice notch right there for my snare wire paracord. Got that good angled but still strong tip there to pound it in, all with the ShadowTech Hiker. This thing is really impressing me. I mean, it can do anything I throw at it, and comfortably and well, and with 3/16 of an inch thick, you know that it's just going to be able to take any of the abuse that you throw at it. And with the 1095, you know you're going to be able to resharpen it up when it does finally dull. It's still holding a fantastic edge, the edge that I originally put on it. And I mean, the heat treat that they're doing over there in-house, I believe over there at ShadowTech, they do in-home heat treat, is holding up really well. I have no complaints with their heat treat on this little neck knife. Okay, so I just want to talk about the handle here. Obviously, this is full tang, just one piece of 1095 high carbon steel. And what you have here is a handle length of, I believe, right around 3 inches, if I remember correctly. And you can see I wear large size gloves. My pinky is still on the knife. It's kind of half on, half off. It doesn't feel weird though. It comes already pre-wrapped with gutted out 550 paracord, and they got a lot of little lashing holes, so you could totally relash this with different types of paracord, different colors. You know, you could start all the way up here at the neck and go all the way down if you want. You can do all sorts of different stuff with that, but this is how it comes. This is what it looks like out of the packaging, and it feels very good in my hand. There's really no hot spots when I've been doing all the carving and whittling. It feels very good, and I really like that, you know, little neck finger groove right there. And then again, that jimping just feels really good. I got a really good grip on it, regardless if I'm doing a stabbing motion, a reverse stabbing motion, and a self-defense roll, or just tons of carving, whittling, chest pulls, you know, whatever. Very comfortable, and with that 3/16 of an inch thick spine, it fills out your hand well. And if you want to get it even kind of a fatter, feel in your hand with more grip, you could start up here with that 550 and maybe not gut out your paracord and just wrap the whole thing and lash it through the holes and get an even, kind of pudgier, fatter grip on your ShadowTech Hiker. So the name kind of gives it away. It is designed to be a hiking knife, a little companion neck knife for hiking, but you could absolutely use this as a self-defense tool, particularly with that buoy clip point design. I got good lockup right here with that little kind of finger groove, then I got the nice jimping, and then I got the paracord. I mean, I'm really locked into place. So if you did want to use this as a self-defense, neck knife, I think this could totally be used in that role. You can also get them with a drop point design blade, I believe, but you have to special order those from ShadowTech on their website. I picked this one up at Amazon, I believe, for $47 is what I paid, and I'll have a description below of a few links not only to the ShadowTech website so that you can see all the knives that they produce, but also some other places where you can purchase these blades. But you can get a drop point as well, but this buoy could definitely be used as a little self-defense neck knife if you so desire. So if you have to, even though this is a very small blade, you can baton through wood with your hiker and get enough through to then be able to break off a branch for your fire, or if you need a lodge pole for a structure you're building of some kind, a lean-to, something like that. And the 3/16 inch spine will definitely take the abuse, with it being obviously full tang. It's going to be able to handle this type of stuff, no problem. Now, the height of the blade from the edge to the back of the spine is 5/8 of an inch. So, just over half an inch in overall height, which means it won't be able to go super deep like a wider blade, say like an Azula by Essie or something like that. But because of this full tang and the paracord, you can see I'm easily able to either pound on the handle or pound on the tip, depending on what I need to do to make the notching that I need to be able to go through this branch. Almost there. there you go. So the ShadowTech little hiker can definitely, you know, knock off some small branches, limbs that are a little too thick for you to kick off. It can definitely do that type of work with its full tang 1095 little blade. It can definitely handle that type of work. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the sheath and carry options here on the hiker. It is designed to be carried as a neck knife. Comes with some gutted out 550 paracord, very long. You know, you could have it short, you could have it long, you can wrap it around and lash it to packs. Kydex sheath, real nice, very easy to tug, pull out, use the knife, and then you just hold it, put it back into place. Does have four rivets right here that you can either lash, again, paracord, you could use molly locks, you know, you could do different things like that. A BLADEHQ lock will not fit on here, the holes aren't spaced properly for that, but good molded Kydex. You got a little drainage hole right here, no thumb ramp to speak of, but you are able to grab it, and it is situated right there to either be used for your wilderness stuff, or you could definitely use it in a, you know, self-defense role if you wanted to. Very good with that buoy clip design and that good traction, good jimping, good finger groove. You could easily, you know, use it in that format. Locks it back into place. Zero rattle. Very good quality, very slim profiled Kydex sheath on the ShadowTech hiker. Time to wrap up this video on our very first ShadowTech blade, the hiker. I have been very impressed with this thing. I've been using it on 2 recent camping trips we had over the 4th of July, and it's kind of been my go-to little fixed blade around the campsite. When I go out hiking, I mean, it's so lightweight, very strong, tough, durable, 1095, you can't go wrong, US made, under 50 bucks. I just really like that clip point design, that nice thick spine. It's still got a really good edge geometry though to be able to do that, you know, feather making and you know, make tent pegs if I needed to, and you know, I can just really call on this little knife to do all sorts of different things. Cut paracord around the campsite as I'm, you know, preparing my hammock, all sorts of stuff. I love the little neck Kydex sheath. You know, goes underneath the clothing, really nice and, you know, small profile. So I'm really digging this very first product that we reviewed here on the channel from ShadowTech, and I'm glad I'm able to introduce you guys to ShadowTech. They are new to the market. I think about 4 or 5 years ago is when they first started, and they got a lot of different blade options, and I'm really impressed with this model, so I know I'm going to try and get my hands on some more ShadowTech knives in the future so I can show you guys them in full field tests and reviews. So yeah, I'll have a link in the description below to the ShadowTech website. I'd recommend going over there, checking them out. They got all sorts of different sizes, dimensions, tantos, and clip points, and drop points, and all sorts of different blades. So I'm sure if you're looking for a 1095 fixed blade made here in the US, I think they might have something right up your alley. Thanks everybody for watching, and welcome to the ShadowTech line. This won't be the last ShadowTech that we have reviewed here on the channel.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Gideon's Tactical. Please subscribe, comment, like the videos, share the videos, and check out our Facebook page. You can find it on the YouTube homepage of Gideon's Tactical. Like our Facebook page where you'll get updates of upcoming videos, you'll get photos, as well as upcoming gear, new gear releases, you know, that products and companies that are released, as well as behind the scenes footage and bloopers that you'll never see make it to YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.